Hello folks, and I suppose happy June. We're 6 months into the year and that has sped by. So if you're new, hello, I'm Jess. This is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. So bear with me today because it's not been a good morning. And I have decided that a way to cheer myself up would be to do some sewing, and I will get on to why that has not helped in a second. And then I thought, actually, do you know what? I fancy a chat with all my sewing pals. So I thought I'd film a vlog. And also I'm out tomorrow, and I would have realised I wouldn't have filmed anything precisely when I got on the train tomorrow and gone, oh, whoops, not done that. So here we are. In this video, I'm going to chat a little bit about my Make 9. Going to do a 6 monthly review, see where we're at, see plans, if anything's changed. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about Me Made May as well, how it's gone and things I have learnt from this year specifically. So stick around if you're interested. So first of all, what's going on? Guys, right, so I've got my starlet out because I'm doing some sewing this morning, and my Singer Heavy Duties over there, I was going to use them the other way around, but like the tiny idiot that I am, I got my machine out yesterday, no it can't be yesterday, Thursday, to film another vlog and prepare for a project. So this is crucial. I was getting my blue thread ready and I was filling a bobbin, and so that when I do need to sit down and do it, it's ready and I can just plonk, ready to go. I was distracted while doing that, and I'd taken the bobbin cover off because it's a top loading bobbin. It's a nice little piece of perspex. And then my day advanced and I put my machine away, and then I got it out this morning and realised I never put the bit of perspex back on and I can't find it anywhere. And then in the process of looking for it, I've smacked my head off the desk. So, also, our bed is broken and we are sleeping on a mattress on the floor, and I have kicked the bits of bed frame that are on the floor and being picked up on Monday about 17 times. They were meant to be picked up yesterday, but the van who was meant to pick them up broke down on the motorway and we breathe. I am at the giggling stage now, oh my god. Honestly, like what is this? So, I thought it would be nice to think about some sewing and then do some sewing on my starlet. Also, on a positive note, I officially have a full-sized ironing board. It's set up over there. The iron is ready to be plugged in and I am so excited. So there is a positive bit of sewing news. So, I'm not going to tell you about my June plans because you're getting a video on Tuesday with one of them and then a video on Friday with the other one. So stay tuned, basically. But they're both, one of them is a collab, one is part of So Fruity. They're both going to be great. Actually, I'm going to lean on my fabric so you can't see my fabric because I forgot that was there. That's how today's going. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my Make 9 first, and then we're going to do Me Made May. So my Make 9 grid is here for anyone who has not seen it. I've also linked my original video below so you can see my sort of rationale behind my choices. So how are we doing? So far I have made one of my Make 9 things. However, this year's a little bit weird because my wedding dress is on there, the groomsman's and my husband's tie is on there, future husband, my bridesmaids' dresses are on there. So they're all going to get made. That's 3 of my Make 9 that will absolutely get done and have to be done by November. So I'm not really worrying about it in a Make 9 sense because they're going to happen. I mean, not that you should ever worry about your Make 9. It's a nice thing to do. So other things, I've made the Tammy Handmade Rhea as a skirt, which I adore. I'm already looking at fabric to make another one because I wear it all the time. It's just a tiny bit shorter than I wanted it to be, so I want a full length version as well. So yeah, 100% success, love that. I'll stick a picture of it here actually. Now, Tilly the Button's Pearl is coming up, so I'm making 2 of these, but the first one is not for me, it's for my sister. And I know what you're thinking, why are you making the first one for someone else? Because you'll mess it up, which is a valid concern, and maybe I will make one myself first. Oh, no, do you know what it is? I don't want to have to trace it. I really don't. So if I do hers first, I can then cut out a smaller size than that for me and it'll work. But this is the fabric I'm using and it's beautiful. So my eldest sister has quite a specific sort of taste and aesthetic, and she wants me to make the Tilly and the Button pearl because she has a cardigan like it that was our mum's, and our mum's from like the 80s, and Ollie's had it for years, and it's so threadbare that she can barely wear it anymore. So she said, would you, and it's basically exactly the pearl, to be clear, like it's exactly that. So she said, will you make me another one? And this is the fabric I got her to come and choose. It's from A&M Textiles, it's jersey. It's beautiful actually, I really like it. And I might get some of it myself, it wasn't cheap. But I might get some of it myself to make a dress, and then I'll make Sequin Girly happy. And I think it's nice, I think I might. I'll see how much is left, because I got a good chunk, just because I don't know how much is needed. And I was in the shop and I was like, I don't want to get too little because that'd be annoying. So I'm sure we'll get something out of the offcuts here for me, because this is really pretty. But this is a cotton jersey, really nice, black base, stunning colour. So Tilly and the Buttons pearl is coming up in this, and hopefully my sister will let me have some photos of her in it. If not, I'll send photos of it on the mannequin for you guys to see. So next one, Chalk and Knot Shay. Stay tuned on Friday to hear, but that is getting made this month. So woo, very excited about that. So the other things left on there is the green style Valtori top. That's going to wait till later in the year because it's too hot right now for that. It's a running top, it's long sleeve, half zip, like it's too hot for that. So we're going to wait until later in the year and see how we go. Then I have the Vicky Sews, is it the Andy dress? It's like a very long rugby shirt. Again, it's too hot for that right now, so that'll get moved into the autumn. Fine. And then the final one is the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans, and I already have that pattern, and I have some incredible indigo denim, which actually, thinking about it, might be too thick. But that's on my pattern list. And the Dawn jeans, I feel confident. I've made a denim skirt, I have made jeans before, I'm confident with the zip fly, I'm confident sewing with denim. So I think it's their time. I think it's time for them. But, okay, question I'm throwing out there, let me know what you think. I have a lot of blue jeans and black jeans. Maybe I could make them in another colour. Maybe I could find some like... I'm wondering, the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans are really nice, and I'd quite like a straight jean in my wardrobe, or like a... I don't know, I just feel like maybe that would be a bit more fun, or something a little looser, you know. But then maybe I could have them in like pink, or like lilac, or like sky blue or something. So let me know in the comments below what colour you think, because I think some coloured jeans would look cute in my wardrobe. I'd really like that. And thinking about all the knitwear I have a lot of quite bright jumpers. So if I made like a pastel, like a lilac colour, for example, that I could actually wear all year. Oh no, I think I've decided. I think they've got to be lilac. I think they have to be. So anyway, TBC. But that's sort of where I am really on my make line. By the way, if you suddenly heard My Heart Will Go On starting to play, for some reason that is our new doorbell. I don't understand. We will manage to fix that. It just doesn't ring. It has to play something, and we've managed to get it stuck on My Heart Will Go On, which, oh, it's kind of annoying because it's also sort of panpipey. Anyway, guys, the eccentricities of a new flat, but that did herald the arrival of the plumber. So I've had a little break, and now I'm coming back to filming because our shower head has been fixed. Hooray! So we're getting there on the list of stuff that has to be done. I do adore this flat, I really do. There's just a few bits of snagging that have been quite challenging to get them sorted, just because of like contractors being away and them not being like serious enough to stop us using the house or like be able to live here, but enough that it's just annoying. So hopefully a contractor coming next week to sort our oven out, our oven racks, and then we'll be done. We'll be good. And we have to buy a new bed, obviously. We're getting there, guys. Anyway, so that is probably a little review of my make line. Am I still feeling like it's appropriate to me? Yeah, I think so. I'm still happy with all my choices. I have made the first draft of my wedding dress as well, so I need to get on making a second draft of that actually. But I'll be honest, that's a next week problem, because after I film this today, I need to make sure I sit and write for the rest of the day for my PhD stuff, which I have to send in on Monday. So we'll get there. It'll be fine. We'll get there. Now, Me Made May is the other thing I wanted to talk about. So we have finished Me Made May. As I record, it is the 1st of June. You will see this on the 2nd. And we've had a month of Me Made May. Now, I don't take part in Me Made May sort of in a full throttle way. because I recognise it's not really the right challenge for me. Because I wear Me Made stuff all the time, and I don't feel like it has enough sort of... Obviously, it's all about the pledge you set yourself, but I feel pretty chill with my Me Made wardrobe. Like, I'm pretty happy. This year, the only challenge I set myself, or promise I made myself is probably more accurate, is to just wear outfits that made me happy, whether they were Me Made or not. And most of them were Me Made. Like, I have a lot of Me Made clothes, particularly summery clothes. And I did, and it was lovely. I had a really nice time. Do I think Me Made May is the best challenge for everybody? No. No, I don't. Because I think it's a really lovely challenge in itself, but I think it can easily be misinterpreted to, I have to wear Me Made every day, or I have to do this. And that's not actually what the challenge's originator wanted. It's very personal. It's about you and your wardrobe and what you need to do and what you want to do. So, like, in previous years, I set myself the challenge of going, right, for Me Made May, I'm going to get through my mending bag, or I'm going to consciously look after my wardrobe, whatever it is. But this year I just didn't really feel like Me Made May was something I needed, because I like the outfits I wear anyway. And a big part of that is I no longer work in an environment... I mean, even when I did work in an office, I still wore Me Made most days. But I've been able to play a little more with colour and stuff like that, which has been nice. Because I am working from home more. I don't work in a structured office environment. I go in like once or twice a month, if that. I have my PhD stuff. I have noticed a gap of smart Me Mades that are sort of more appropriate for like conferences and presenting on stage. And that's something that I am addressing this summer. And I've got something cut out there. I've got something waiting to be cut out. I've got plans. You guys will see. You'll see what's happening. So that's a gap I noticed. But really, I don't know, I think Me Made May is an interesting one, because if you need it, you can really set yourself a challenge and go, right, I'm going to wear Me Made every day to see which of my Me Made clothes I like. Or, oh, I'm going to style differently and I'm going to wear the same piece every day but style it differently. That stuff like that's brilliant. And it can really help you to get to know your wardrobe. I'm in a weird position though, where I know my wardrobe very, very well. This is our 6th house move. In like fifth house move, 6th house move, in like 8 years. I know from packing up my clothes, I know exactly what I have. I know that I will never be a capsule wardrobe person, and that's fine. I know that I have 4 distinct wardrobes. I have winter, summer, and then I have shoulder season stuff, so I have spring and autumn stuff as well. I know I like to rotate my clothes. I don't outfit repeat very often. And that's not because I don't think outfit repeating is a good thing. I think if you love an outfit, you should wear it as often as you like. But I have a lot of clothes, and the style in which I dress, I wear a lot of dresses. So it's sort of one central piece. So if I'm going away, for example, in June, I'm going to I'm going to an international conference in June and one in July. And for those, I'm going away for 4 days. So in my head, I'm like, 4 dresses. Done, sorted. I know I like dresses. I know that t-shirts are useful, but I don't really like making them or wearing them. And like, I don't know, I feel like I'm quite far along the journey of wardrobe discovery. So one of the big things I saw in Me Made May this year was it didn't change how I dressed at all. And then I sort of went, oh, well, I mean, maybe I don't need to take part this year. Maybe next year I'll come to a point where, oh, I'll do it differently, or I'll go, actually, do you know what? I'm going to spend Me Made May working on one project. Do you know what I mean? Like, next year I might have a different view on it. But I think the reason, this sounds just like a lot of rambling and saying I don't need to do Me Made May, but that's not quite what I mean. What I wanted to express is, firstly, it's fine not to do Me Made May if you don't see a point to it for you. If you already wear your Me Made clothes, or you've already got other stuff going on, like, you don't need to do it. It's not compulsory. It's also not a photo wearing challenge at all. It's a promise you set yourself for a month, or a pledge, or whatever it's called. And it's really about you and the way you relate to your wardrobe. So if you have been sat in May going, oh my God, everyone's showing their outfits and I don't have nearly enough Me Made clothes to wear, etc., etc., that's not what Me Made May is about at all. But I do think it's interesting. I feel like I have grown to a point of awareness with my wardrobe where Me Made May isn't really the right challenge for me anymore. Things like Make 9 I really like, because there are always things I actively want to make, and I like being able to shape my projects towards goals I have and really getting that time to go, what are the gaps in my wardrobe? What do I want? What do I want to try? What skills do I want to learn? And using my Make 9 to like guide my sewing through the year. I really like that. It works for me, but I know for other people it doesn't work at all. So I guess one of the other things I want to pull out here is that there's a challenge that's right for you. It just doesn't necessarily have to be the one that's right for everyone else. And I do think that Me Made May is often misinterpreted, and it's something Sam and I spoke about on the podcast in series 1. So has Me Made May been useful for me this year? Not really. It hasn't really impacted my life at all, and that's because I just wanted to wear the clothes I like, and I do that anyway. But it was a nice moment to realise I do it anyway. Like, it was a nice moment to have that realisation that it wasn't changing the way I dress, that just is what I do. And particularly working from home, like today I'm wearing a sweatshirt and trackies, and that's because I'm sewing and I'm writing, and I don't need to be Me Made right now. That's probably the other thing, is an awareness of when you want to be Me Made, when you don't want to be Me Made, when it really doesn't matter. And I think I'm at the point where my wardrobe is so blended, I kind of forget what's Me Made and what isn't, until I look at it and go, oh yeah, I did not finish that zip properly, or things like that, you know. But it is an interesting one, and I would really welcome your guys' thoughts. Did you take part in Me Made May? Do you find it useful? How do you use it? Because I do think it's a useful tool, and I loved it in previous years, but it was quite interesting getting to the end of May this year and going, oh yeah, okay, moving on, next thing. So, final thing on this video is I want to talk about some challenges. So I'm getting involved in Sew Fruity this year for the first time ever, because I found some stunning fabric and then was like, oh my god, I can use this for this. So stay tuned, my vlog for that's coming on Tuesday. I'm part of the vlogger tour. I'm trying to be a bit more involved, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. Do tune in and tell me what you think of my fabric as well. We also have some brilliant other challenges. So Recreate the Look is running again, which is one of my absolute favourite challenges. I've put the image there, but go check out So Dressmaking and Jen Legtees Creative to see the rules. But it's a classic. You basically find some inspo and recreate it as a Me Made. So I love this one so much, and I feel like I did really well last year and the year before. Not like in terms of winning or anything, just in terms of I'm really proud of the way I managed to make it sort of happen. And you know, match my inspo quite exactly. So I'm gonna have a look for my inspo this year. If you want me to do a vlog on that challenge, by the way, let me know, because it is one of my favorites. We also have Sew Blood Pressure UK 24, and that is set up by, I want to say, B Silver Creates. Again, it's on there though. And this is a lovely challenge. It's a charity sewing challenge, and it's all about making the most of the time we have. Blood pressure can be a very, very sudden illness or injury, or sometimes demise, unfortunately, and you can't necessarily see it coming. So the challenge is all about making the most of the time you have, and maybe picking something to sew that you've been putting off. You then donate £1 or more to the charity linked in their bio, use the hashtag, and then you post your make. Nice and simple, and a really good one to get involved with if you can. So there's plenty going on in June, I think that would be fair to say. But above all, remember that you could make one thing that fits all 4, you know, or all 3. I've forgotten how many I've done now. 3? I want to say 3. You can make one thing that fits all of them, to be clear. You don't have to have different things for different challenges. Like, you can also just pick a challenge to take part in. You also don't have to take part in any challenges if it's too much. But if you're looking for a challenge this month, there are some recommendations. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's a little bit different to normal, but I just fancied a chat. So, as always, please do give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you're excited to see, what challenges you're taking part in, where I can find some nice lilac denim. And I will see you next week for a vlog double bill of the relating to, keeping it a secret, but relating to the Chalk and Not Shay and So Fruity. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend.